And we have a medium target for Jyothy Lab, somewhere closer to say between 215 and 225 in next couple of months. What we've seen in this stock, recent quarter one results were very exciting. Revenues were up closer to about 65 to 70%, and even PAT was smartly up. What we will see, apart from that, last 3-4 months, the technical, if we see the technical, the stock has been consistently floating above 20 DMA for last 3-4 months, and stock has moved from levels closer to say 85, 90 to levels closer to what it is now. And we've seen a very sharp rise in next last couple of days from levels closer to 130, 135, and so we've seen a sort of takeoff in this stock. So we believe that momentum would continue, and the kind of volumes we've seen in this stock for last 2 days, I think volumes are almost 7 to 8 times the regular volumes in this stock. And one more thing, we must not forget that FMCG as well as pharmaceutical, these are the two sectors, maybe along with cement also, we've seen very serious accumulation from major, say, institutions or rather FIs in these two categories. And I think the bull run in these two categories would carry on. So taking that into considerations, I think Jyothy Lab has much more higher spaces to go. So we picked up the stock.
Siddharth, you have been stopped out on Indraprastha Gas. That's your next pick. You placed out a target of 267, but the stock currently is around 258 levels. Do you expect a reversal in the trend in the day ahead?
No issue. Stop triggered. This is a playing intraday game. After the carnage in IGL with all the row on pricing and the government's interventions and, you know, moving the court and things like that, IGL over the last, considerable 1 month period of time has been showing strength it's showing an ability to turn around from the lower levels of, let's say, 220, 215. 256 was a pointer from where it should break out, and which it had broken out on Friday. So I thought the continuation of that breakout will happen. So traders who can keep a stop loss by closing at 256 could see the stop doing about 275 and all. It might have got triggered today, but then 256 by closing is the stop one should maintain for IGL.
Those are some of the crucial levels to watch out for on IGL. What about Tech Mahindra doing very well on the charts, Rohit?
Yeah, actually I'm seeing the slightly longer term charts over here, If you see the MACD histogram, on the weekly charts. Now, 4 weeks back, it was around +3 levels, Now suddenly it has come to this +19 levels last week, And today, in fact, the target has got achieved also, and it has come into the early 20s, the MACD histograms on the weekly chart. So I would expect a target of 900 going ahead.
Okay, that's a strong upside target of 900 in the long term. Whose strategy is working in their favor, whose isn't? I think the calculator plate will be the best answer to that. So start off with Pankaj Jain. For today, remember, he's gone long on 4 stocks. As of now, no targets or stop losses have been hit. Jyothy Labs is a bit of a soft spot, but look at the gain. It's already 4,700 rupees as we speak. Moving on then to Siddhartha Chatterjee. He's been stopped out on IGL, but his target has been achieved on Ajanta Pharma as well as Mindtree. A 1% gain, so a little more than Rohit, sitting at a gain of close to 5,600 rupees. Moving on then to Rohit Shinde. He too has gone long on all 4 stocks. 3 targets have been achieved on all barring of Venki's India. That's giving him a gain of 9,000 rupees as things stand. So in pecking order, Rohit Shinde followed by Siddhartha Chatterjee and Pankaj Jain. A quick break, get some more trading ideas on the other side.
Welcome back to the stock game. Let's discuss the third pick by each of our experts. Pankaj, let's start off with you. Ipca Labs is what you've chosen. What is your rationale behind this one?
Ipca Lab, basically what I've been seeing this, all these good pharmaceutical stocks, I think they've been running up very smartly. The Ipca was trading somewhere around closer to 270, 275 in January this year and closer to 410, 420 now. The results, quarter one results were not all that exciting, but domestic operations have done very well, and it's expected that now they've got US FDA approval for their Indore SEZ. Even generic business should do very well. So taking this into consideration and taking that on a short-term basis, the stock has been been doing consistently well, has been floating above 20 and 50 DMA for last 4-5 months. We expect IPCA to reach levels closer to 460 to 470 in next, say, few months kind of thing. So we have gone long on IPCA Lab.
Okay, pharma certainly is the way to go. Look at how Ajanta Pharma is panning out today. It's hit a new high, Siddhartha.
Yeah, precisely. I mean, that's the reason to choose this kind of stocks. Stocks making an all-time high, lifetime highs and all. Any retracements of those stocks are good to enter. Pharma has been the flavor of the market for a considerable period of time. So that's an additional favorable point to buy into Ajanta Pharma or a IPCA Laboratories or a Ranbaxy and blah, blah, blah. So I just chose to do a 1% kind of, momentum pick for today. Ajanta Pharma with a stop of 424 and a target of 433.
All right, not just Ajanta Pharma, even Venky's India is doing very well for itself in today's session. Rohit, that's your next pick. In fact, your target has also been met on that one.
Yeah, well, today, Kami, actually, we had a breakout of a bullish flag pattern, and the target was achieved, but going ahead, our clients and basically viewers can hold on to it. We are looking for a target of 554 for this particular stock.
Okay, those are some of the levels to watch out for on Venky's India. Apologies for that. And it's 3% higher as we speak. To MTNL, that's the last and final pick, Pankaj, and there's no stopping this one.
Absolutely, and we've been seriously recommending this stock for last 2-3 months, and 35, 36 were very crucial levels, and once those levels were breached, it was expected that we'll have a rocket-like movement in the stock, and I expect that next serious level of resistance for MTNL could be somewhere between 44 and 45. Those were the levels seen in the stock in July last year, and with all this buzz around monetization of land and company asking for surrender of spectrum and in return asking for about 4,000 crore rupees. I think there is some news in the air and we could see some kind of positive development in the stock, the kind of volumes pattern we have seen. So taking these factors into consideration, that we've gone long on MTN and we believe that stock is heading to levels closer to 44, 45 on short-term basis.
All right, and amongst the IP pack, Siddharth has chosen Mindtree. Your target has already been met on that one, Siddharth. Do you expect some more upside?
Yeah, precisely. I mean, if you go by the reading of the management statement of chasing a $1 billion kind of revenue, I suppose there would be a lot of value unlocking going forward. How it would exactly shape out is something which I am not too sure about it, but definitely the stock technically even has kind of taken a long-term bullish formation on various parameters, and it's now trading on a 2 years high, and I think even the foreign institutional investors do have a good coverage on this stock, which makes it a much more acceptable proposition to go long for a considerable period of time.
Okay, Mindtree, that's the word on the counter. Some levels to watch out for, tempered off from the high point of the day. United Spirits, Rohit, is this the right level to buy it at, or would you wait for it to temper down a bit?
Well, Avan, I think one can hold on to it, beautiful like a staircase kind of pattern has come, higher tops, higher bottoms in the daily charts, The target has been achieved, the ADX at 27 also very good strength, looking for a target of 1,000 very soon.
Okay, that's the word on United Spirits, and good going for Rohit on that one as well, given that the target price has already been achieved. It's currently at 947, bang on. Okay, let's get off the calculators once again. Everyone is doing very well on the stock in. They're all in the green. Pankaj Jain, now all 4 stocks are doing very well for him. It's a 1.6% gain. That's already 8,000 rupees, if I'm not mistaken, on the overall portfolio. 8,500 rupees as we speak. Moving on then to Siddhartha Chatterjee, stopped out on IGL, but otherwise everything's doing very well. So now it's a gain of 1.2%. It's close to 6,300 rupees. Rohit Shinde, finally, all 4 target prices have been achieved, which means there's going to be no change in his portfolio for the rest of the day. 1.9% is what he gains, at 9,600 rupees. Well, the pecking order has already changed because Pankaj Jain has overtaken Siddhartha Chatterjee. But the action will keep continuing on the stock in. So thanks very much, gentlemen, for taking the time out and joining in. Great to have you with us. With that, we wrap it up right here on the Stock Game. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye from Kamya and me. Up next is Market Sense.